Hi guys, Obi Dave here.
And I am Ash.
Together we are Obi Dave and I am Ash.
Yes, very nasally.
First recording session of 2024. Going pretty well.
I think so.
Considering you're not well.
Yeah.
And I started off by
throwing
Slayer in your face.
Very frantic.
Yeah.
Slayer.
Yeah. Doesn't get much better than that. Anyway, you've done great. 5 reactions in at this point.
Spoke too soon.
I know, I jinxed that, didn't I?
You did.
But either way, you're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Considering you've not been well for a week.
I know, really unwell. Like, normally I'm one of those that doesn't get ill often, but when I do, I get ill hard in the first 2 days and then I get over it. But this has been like proper dragged out. Like, yeah, it's been bad.
I don't know.
It started on like Wednesday morning and it felt like my throat had swelled up. And then I was like, oh no, I just, didn't sleep very well. And then Thursday morning was, it's hard to swallow.
I don't know who's
not feeling well. And then Friday it was like, whoa. Whoa.
I don't know which one of us has got it worse though, because you've been ill for a week and I did a little bit of exercise, so I need some sympathy. You know what I mean? Can't have you hogging all the sympathy.
I gave you sympathy after your exercise.
I wasn't very sympathetic. Right. Stop it.
Rude. I was very sympathetic. Very supportive as well. Thank you.
Okay. Trying so hard not to say many things. Someone sent this in and I'm excited because it's a lot of these reactions.
Sorry.
It's alright, don't worry. A lot of these reactions are things that I have heard that I'm showing Ash, or I've reacted to with the Office Blokes, or it's a band I like or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll always say if it's something I've heard, and if not, I get excited.
Yeah.
And
most of the things I watch on YouTube is gamers, really, and crafters, so it's not really something Dave would react to. So,
but I've never heard of this, and someone just sent it in and said give it a try. Or was it a comment or something?
I think it was a comment. I feel like it was a comment.
Astrud Gilberto and Stan Getz.
The girl from Ipanema.
Ipanema? Epinephrine? She might be allergic to bees.
Okay. It's from 1964, this song. It's probably not going to be the best quality. But I'm up for it. I'm always up for something new. That Moody Blues, I had never heard of. I know a lot of you guys were really surprised in the comments, but I mean, it's just obviously like you were really into metal. I didn't really have a lot of music in my life other than background music when I was studying and stuff. And you just go down different paths, so you miss out on a lot of things. I
was a very close-minded metalhead growing up, so if it wasn't metal, then...
It's like TV shows. It's like when you say to someone, oh, have you never seen that? And it's like, well, there's thousands out there, so...
Are you talking about me saying to you, you'd never seen Reeves and Mortimer? You'd never seen Bottom? No. That's what it was. And then I forgot for a minute you grew up in Africa.
Yeah. And he was like so surprised. I was just like, completely different culture back home.
I know, your sense of humour is terrible.
No, it's not.
Right then.
My sense of humour is amazing. Whoever knows Leon Schuster knows that the comedy is
that what you showed me the other day?
That's Leon Schuster. That was Panic Mechanic. He doesn't get it. I won't show him Zulu on My Stoop because he really won't get that one.
I bet I won't. Right, we're going to do, let me check because I've forgotten already, Astrud Gilberto and Stan Getz, the girl from Ipanema. Ipanema. Should we go for it?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I know that.
I know this song. I've definitely heard this, but it's like in a movie, isn't it?
I've not heard this, but that that melody.
It's definitely been covered.
It's in something, or there's another version.
I think it's been covered. I think this has been covered.
It's
because I can hear a bloke's voice when she started singing, and I'm sure there's been a cover of it.
I can't think. I can't hear a voice. I'm thinking.
I can hear a male voice.
I think
so. I've definitely heard the cover.
Melody.
Really?
Yeah,
I've definitely heard a cover. I'm going to have to Google that in a bit. But that is definitely a cover.
Yeah.
That, oh my God.
Well, no, this might be the original.
No, I'm saying the cover that I've heard.
Yeah.
But this
I'm not 100%
awesome.
I've heard it. It's just that melody. There's just something so familiar?
No, I've definitely. I feel like I've heard the cover of it, which is I can hear a male voice in my head, but I'm going to Google it in a bit.
She passes each one, she passes goes. When she walks, she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gently that when she passes each one, she passes goes. Oh, but he watches so sadly. How can he tell her he loves her? Yes, he would give his heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at him. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes he smiles, but she doesn't see.
I'm going to pause there very quickly. Can you hear in the background with this? I don't know all the drum pieces, but it's like in the Nina Simone, "He Loves Me," and it's like a brush almost on the drums.
Yeah.
It's not a stick.
Yeah, there's drumsticks.
It's like a brush, and that's what it sounds like, doesn't it? It sounds very jazzy, and I'm sure I've heard a saxophone in the background there as well.
I wasn't actually listening to I was listening more to the vocal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hear it in a second, like it
probably is though. It's a pretty normal thing for drummers to have like a brush stick, and
it's one of my favourite sounds. That's why I've always loved jazz. And then you can definitely hear like there's jazz influence into it, and I'm loving the 60s hairdo, by the way.
You know, one of my favourite sounds, and this is really going to make people think that I'm quite further up the spectrum than people already think. There's a banister, there's like a railing in the work building upstairs.
Oh yeah.
That when we first moved into the building, I'd walked and brushed my hand along it, but as it went to a right angle, I dinked the palm of my hand on the corner of it, and it went ooh. Like that, and I just walked off going, that is the most satisfying noise I've ever heard in my life. So for the past couple of years, I walk along and just give it a little ding as I walk past.
Because you go past.
So I told you think I'm more.
No, don't. It's like I used to love when we were allowed to use the glass stirring rods in the lab. Because when you go to the conical flask, it's again the ding ding as you tap the top of the conical flask. There is certain sounds that just are very appealing to people. So I get it. But listen, you'll listen, you'll hear. There's the saxophone, but I can definitely hear like a jazz influence in this. But it's the 60s, so.
I've definitely never heard this before though. I just think that chorus melody has been used or covered or something, or a version's been in a movie.
I've definitely heard a cover, I feel like that, but I've never heard this. I've definitely heard a cover because I can hear a male voice in my head.
The rest of the song I don't recognise whatsoever. It's just that singular melody that is so familiar.
Yeah.
So sadly, how can he tell her he loves her? Yes, he would give his heart gladly, but each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at him. Long and tan and young, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes he smiles, but she doesn't see. She just doesn't see. No, she doesn't see. She just doesn't see.
That's awesome.
I really enjoyed that.
Do you hear an accent? But it's Ipanema, she said. Ipanema was while she was singing.
She sounded French, but she's called Astrud Gilberto.
Gilberto.
So we need to find a little bit more
I need
out
to
about this.
see if there is a male cover version of this, because I can hear.
Well, I'm Googling it now.
I know you are. I'm also looking too.
People can see.
All right.
Look, full lyrics, and the lyrics are in French.
Ooh.
Oh, did she start off singing in French?
No, I don't think she did.
Is it French?
Maybe she. Is that not Spanish?
Yeah, I don't think that's French, actually.
That looks like Spanish. De Blanco. Yeah, Blanco, I'd say that was Spanish. Dumas.
Oh, Brazilian.
Oh, so not even Spanish. But
so maybe that was Portuguese.
I was going to say, because Spanish and Portuguese are very similar, aren't they?
Yeah.
But it's definitely not French. Girl from Ipanema. It must have been covered by someone. I've definitely heard it with a male voice.
I enjoyed it, though.
I really enjoyed it. What a gorgeous song. And I love that sort of jazz influence in the 60s. It's such great music. And it's so chill, and it's just smooth.
Can you imagine being sat in a smoky little bar?
Oh, God, yeah.
Just with a glass of wine.
I know. And I loved that, the 60s hairdos. I mean, I don't think I could get away with it.
Yes, it is Brazilian.
No.
I'm not seeing... Let me just type in movie as well.
I'm going to search anyway.
Well, we're not just going to sit here Googling.
No.
There is a movie called Girl of Ipanema.
Is there?
Yeah, 1967.
Chronicles of the life of a 17-year-old girl living in the upper-class Rio de Janeiro. Okay. There seems to be quite a few covers.
I think that melody's just been used in another song.
It must have been. We must have heard... Because I've definitely heard that. But I feel like I've heard like a male version of it.
It's just such a distinctive melody. Someone must have taken it.
It's the tall and tanned and handsome that she sings.
Thanks. I'm not very tan though, to be fair. I'm pretty pale. But...
Although, considering he's ginger, he tans better than me. And I'm not even joking about that. When we go to Cornwall, he gets a bigger tan.
It's because I have zero melanin. I have none. I actually have negative melanin.
No, you said that all your freckles just connect.
Yeah. That's what freckles are. I think it's desperately trying to have melanin.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Explain freckles, Mrs. Scientist.
Well, it's genetic.
Yeah, but why?
Because it's pockets of melanin. It's just
there you go.
It's a disruption of the genetic...
force melanin through the skin to turn me into a brown guy.
No. It's a genetic thing, because not all gingers are covered in freckles.
No, they're not. Just the real ones. Anyway, right. I enjoyed that.
I really enjoyed that.
Please give us in the comment section what we're thinking of. Someone...
Yes.
Has it been used in another song? Is there a movie we're not thinking of? Does someone else done a version of it? There's more to it.
There has to be more to it, because that is so iconic, and yet I'd never ever heard it in this setting.
Yeah.
And it's such a beautiful song, and whoever suggested it, like, seriously, thank you. Yeah. We need more suggestions like this, you guys, like obscure music, interesting music. We want all of it, because stuff like this is like, it's not just Dave showing me metal. I love you.
So it's for you. I'm alright with that though, because I'm all about expanding my horizons as well, and unless I was in a smoky little lounge bar and that was just on the sound system,
you wouldn't hear it.
I wouldn't actively seek it. But now that's in my repertoire. Yeah. If I ever hear that melody again, I'm going to forget what the name of the song was, and I'm going to be going, that's that Astrud Gilberto. That's that girl from Ipanema. Ipanema. I was purposely butchering it at the time.
But it's like that musician, the drummer said when we were watching or reacting to the Drumeo.
The Megadeth drummer.
Yes. Yeah. And he said that he was like more into jazz and that kind of music, and he's a death metal drummist.
No, not death metal.
Well, okay.
Thrash. They're like Metallica.
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
I'll get shot for saying that.
Okay. Interrupting me. I usually interrupt him. But he says, and we talked about it, I think the best way to be a musician is to expand, obviously, what you listen to and be on the know about all the different types of genres and things, to be able to include it in your music.
If you grew up just listening to metal and you play in a metal band, you're going to sound like every other metal band. But maybe if you listen to a little bit of blues, or if you listen to like punk or something, you're going to have that extra influence that comes into your music.
Yeah.
differentiates you from everyone else.
It's like Electric Callboy.
Yeah.
They've definitely got loads of different influences.
I wish someone would have told me that as a testosterone-filled metalhead trying to make it in the music industry when I was young. Like, sit and listen to everything. We did learn critical listening in one of my lessons, but it was like, I just wasn't interested. I was interested in song structure and stuff, but, you know, like, I wouldn't have listened to that. I definitely wouldn't have... It's reactions. It's 3.5 years ago, starting at the Office Blokes, that's actually really got me enjoying a lot more music than I used to.
Oh.
There you go.
I like that. Whereas I was never really heavily into music. I'd just hear a song and go, oh, I like that.
I listen to it and go, that sounds promising. Yeah, it's pretty angry. He's shouting. And then someone goes, and I go, no, Dom, sorry. You've ruined it. You've ruined it. Anyway. Right, make sure you like and subscribe, guys, as always. Give us more context on that song below.
Yes.
And we'll see you soon.
Okay.